Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back.
Singer Lizzo is in tears.
I feel so down. I worked so hard.
She says she's being fat shamed.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. I'm going to give y'all a 25% off Jesus Saves. Matter of fact, let's do Jesus Saves 25. You get 25% off the entire store. So go on and shop at my store today. And also, my wife started a store called Freedom University. So if you go to shop at Freedom University, it's for the women. My wife, her store is actually doing better than mine, and she just started it. So go check my wife's store out. Links will be in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications. Anytime I go live, make a video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get it in it. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. Oh, Lord Jesus of Nazareth, the Nazarene. Lizzo allegedly forced dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during Amsterdam trip. Bombshell lawsuit reports.
It was really, they kissed? They kissed after, I'm not going to say what she did. But I'm trying to go to the show where you eat the banana out. Which one is that?
This is a banana bar.
That's the banana bar?
Yeah, you
and they have the banana in the
and ping pong balls.
And you have to go.
Yes. And
that's what I want to do.
Then you have to eat it.
I need my potassium, if you know what I'm saying. My potassium.
There's like 5 articles that I see right here. Lizzo's former dancers claimed that they were weight shamed, faced sexual and racial harassment. Lizzo is sued by ex-dancers Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez, who claimed that they were sexually harassed and she forced them to perform sex acts with bananas in strip clubs. 3 women sued on tour for sexual harassment, creating hostile work environments. Also, another article from Fox News, Lizzo sued by former backup dancers accusing of sexual harassment and fat-phobic treatment. Now, not Lizzo, not the big bone queen, not the one that when God said, let there be light, he had to move her out of the way. Not that Lizzo. I got to give that joke to Nick. Nick said that joke. I took it from him. Not that Lizzo, the one that they put out in the world, and they talk about how she's a model for big bone women. She's a model for women with confidence. She bashes everybody who happens to have an opinion about her pounds, her weight, her size, her seismic activity when she's running down the street. Well, let me not say running. When she's walking down the street, scooting down the street, sliding down the street, crawling, rolling down the street. I don't think she's running nowhere. But the reason I say this about Lizzo, with all, jokes aside, some of those are jokes if somebody didn't catch it the first time listening to me. I'm joking a little bit. But I think it's ironic how these leftists get so mad at everybody else and they shame you, they gaslight you, they get on TV and cry because you have an opinion about them and it may be unfavorable to their opinion, but then they're harming their own workers, allegedly. How do you, as the queen of self-confidence and empowering women, you sexually harassing people? You making them do sex acts with bananas at a strip club. I'm telling y'all, man, the people that are so hyped up on a certain agenda, those are normally the people that are the offenders of their own agenda. The same people that bash gay people all the time, the same people that's gay. Same people that's out here, you fat shaming me. Everybody hate fat people, and then you shouldn't do that. They the ones hurting other women. Hold the phone. I'll be back after the break.
Well, some stunning allegations against singer Lizzo, why some of her backup dancers are suing. Now, Lizzo is known as a champion for various causes, and one of them is uplifting women who are overweight.
Well, 3 dancers on her reality show are now suing Lizzo for harassment, weight shaming, and more. KCAL's Jeff Nguyen spoke with 2 of them and their attorney.
I'm so new to this industry, And for this to be my first experience is really crazy.
Ariana Davis and Crystal Williams were both on Lizzo's Amazon Prime show.
Watch out for the big girls.
The pair also went on tour with a Grammy Award-winning artist whose real name is Melissa Jefferson. Davis says she was pressured to attend sex shows in Europe even though it was against her religious beliefs.
To be honest, this was a corporate office and she was doing exactly the same thing that she was doing on tour, immediately that would be so many HR violations.
On Tuesday, the dancers and their lawyer filed a lawsuit against Lizzo, the star's production company, and Shirlene Quigley, who's the captain of Lizzo's dance team. Quigley posted to Instagram the same day the suit was filed, but did not reference it directly.
And I just feel so blessed. I feel so thankful. I feel so full of joy. I had such an amazing time on tour.
The dancers say they were subjected to a hostile work environment that included weight shaming and unequal pay. Williams says she's speaking out because Lizzo is set to do a second season of her Amazon Prime show.
So if there's anything that I can do in my power to ensure that dancers or singers or whoever decides to work with her don't have to go through that same experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. I had to get back on big old Lizzo just a minute because I love calling out these leftist lunatics when they're badgering everybody else and they're being evil to everybody else and they're gaslighting people and they're acting like everybody else is the problem and fat is beautiful, but yet she can't even treat the other fat girls right. How you want people to think that you being big bone, you being thicky smalls, or whatever you want to call it, is supposed to be honored when you don't even honor women? How is Lizzo a role model? They mad at Jason Aldean because he made the song, but Lizzo was considered a role model to young women, and she's making her backup dancers eat bananas after they've been in the bodily cavity of adult entertainers. Like what? Like, I don't understand. What will make you be that nasty? You can't be both, Lizzo. You can't be sloppy and nasty. Maybe if you were really attractive, maybe people would give you a pass, but man, you're built like SpongeBob. And you're treating people this way. Let me just finish reading the article. It says the plaintiffs are suing for general and special damages, as well as punitive damages and attorney's fees. It says the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stood for publicly, while privately she weight shamed her dancers, demonized them in ways that are absolutely demoralizing, the plaintiff claimed. So we shall see, what this end up being, and will the mainstream media, will they call out their darling, the one in which they shamed you if you had any opinion? They would ban you on social media if you had any opinion. And just to piggyback on what I said, and I'm going to move on to some politics, is that it's almost the people that are the most unforgiving and crazy about certain things are the ones that are violating it themselves. The same thing about people who are like gay bashing. Like, I get it, man. Like, I always say this when I talk about gay people. I always say, it's America, do what you want to do. Don't bother me. I don't really care what you do. Who cares? Like, if that's what you want, how you want to live your life, do you, man. Nobody needs to know that you're gay. Nobody cares. But it's the ones, I normally give a prerequisite. I normally give a statement of like redemption. I don't just call them the F word and I hate all of them and they all going to hell. Like, I don't even go that hard. And I feel like people that go that hard, that have no grace and mercy, them are the people that are dabbling in it. They dabbling in it. I often think people, when it comes to pornography, I've seen some people lately that just real hard on pornography. I think pornography is wrong. I think it's bad. But I think some people are like really, really hard, and they have these activist groups where they go against men using pornography, and they get all crazy about it. And you're like, wait a minute, dude, you're going super, super duper hard. Let me just say this. I don't think that pornography as a Christian man or as a Christian in general is conducive. I don't think men should watch pornography if you're a Christian. People that's not Christians in their own life, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they entertaining themselves. You know, before I got saved, you know, I've entertained looking at pornography. I mean, I've looked at pornography after I had gotten saved. But before I got saved, I didn't have a care in the world, and I didn't ask God to help me with it or nothing. I was just all knee deep in it. But I know other people who were couples used to watch it together. So people in their own life do what you want to do. But I think as a Christian, you shouldn't do it. But there are people that are so crazy about it that you're like, bro, you going so hard. Like, why you worrying about what this person is doing in their life? Why can't you say, according to my sanity, I think it's not right? Now, when it goes to human trafficking and sex trafficking, of course, that's another monster that I think is a byproduct of pornography and things of that nature, which is another reason why it's not really a good thing to do. But I hope that my point is getting across that the main people that are just gaslighting others over certain topics are mainly the ones that are violated. The ones that are peacocking themselves up with this moral high ground are normally the ones that are immoral. I'm telling you, like, normal people that I think are good-hearted people, they don't boast about their philanthropic endeavors. They may say a few things, they may talk about it when it's applicable, but the ones that sitting on the mountaintop, look at me, look at what I do, look at what I have done for these people and these people and these people and these people. A lot of times they're the ones that are covering for something. They're the most disingenuous, evil people, but in order to validate their own theology of themselves, they have to promote this identity that's over-exaggerated. Like a person that got to tell you they're confident every day are probably not confident. A person that's telling you to be moral without any reasonableness. I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. Like, I think we should always preach morality, but without reasonableness and grace for other people, those are the people that are probably immoral. And Lizzo is an example of that. And I hope that, you know, this is my thing. I try not to hope anything negative on anybody, but man, how could you do this to people that trust you? Like, I think about the employees and stuff and people that work for me. I would never think to do them wrong and to disenfranchise them and harass them and be, you know, anything but hospitable to them. You have to be a dirtbag if people that work for you that's helping you become successful, that you treat them like trash, that you treat them anything other than the way you would treat your own family. I don't understand how people get away with doing that. And I hope that your karma, you reap what you sow, come back to bite you. Same thing with Lance Armstrong. I'll never forget. I think Lance Armstrong was an amazing cyclist. Stevie Wonder can see that. And I always say Stevie Wonder. Let me talk about Ray Charles for a minute. Ray Charles can see and Stevie don't have to wonder is what a phrase that I heard I thought was hilarious. But, you know, nobody has to be curious about these things or anybody have to wonder. Let me move on. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole of these things.